Hi, it's Frank Versace with Versace Real Estate, and today we're going to talk about what happened in the Winnipeg real estate market for October 2018. Stick around. All right, so we have some great news to share with you about what happened in the Winnipeg real estate market. According to Winnipeg Realtors, the headlines you're going to see in the news is that the market for October is up 8%. So that's great news considering past months we've been trending downward, and it's nice to see a little bit of a catch up here towards the end of the year in October. And so what we're finding for the month of October, there was 1,107 units sold. That's the number of properties sold, versus last October, there was 1,023 units sold. That gives us our 8% for units sold in the month of October. Now, what about year to date? Well, we're still down year to date. If you've been paying attention from some of our last videos, you'd notice we were around 7, 8, 9% down for the year. And we've been starting to make a little bit of a catch up here in the last little bit. So year to date numbers show that actually the market is only down by about 5%. And so what does that look like? Well, year to date here as of October 2018, we've sold 11,371 properties, whereas last year, October 2017, we were up to 12,012 properties. So there's that decline of about 5%. Now, what about units sold in different categories? So people like to break out houses versus condos because they are different markets and they do work separately. So let's dive into some of those numbers. Houses for October 2018, we sold 800 houses. And last year, this time, we sold 734 houses. So what does that mean? We're up 9% on houses. That's excellent news. So there's a lot more inventory that's turned over in the month of October versus last October. Now, what about for condos? Actually, condos turned out fairly well as well, where we were up about 5% for condos. How does that look for the numbers? Well, we're up 141 units sold in October this year. Last year, 134 units sold, and that gives us our 5% increase in the number of units sold for condos. Now, people always like to know, again, the language of real estate, and after people ask, what is the price of the property? They usually want to know, buyers mainly, and sellers pay attention to this number as well, but they want to know what are the days on market. DOM is the term for realtors. What is DOM? That's how long are properties taking to change hands, to sell. And so for houses, we're running at about 33 days on average citywide to get a property sold. That's been fairly consistent most of the year. For condos, it's taking a little bit longer. We're at about 43 days to get a condo sold. So that's about 10 days longer to get a condo sold on average than it takes to get a house sold. Now, people love to hear the highs and the lows of the Winnipeg market. We have a very diverse market. We've got some great luxury homes, and of course, we've got some very interesting entry-level tear-down homes or opportunities where we're right at the bottom of the market, where you can still get in and find a great deal, maybe a fix and flipper or a tear-down opportunity where you can get a lot and build up a home. But in this case here, the lowest price home, believe it or not, in Winnipeg was $10,500. A lot of people cannot believe that number. On the upper end, doing quite nicely at $1.9 million. So that gives you the diversity of the market, certainly a massive spread there. Now, a lot of folks want to pay attention to average prices. Everyone wants to know, hey, the units are up and down, but what's happening with the value of my property? So I'd like to share with you what's going on. So average price last year was $311,000 for a home, a house. And I think I shared last video the average price citywide for all market categories, but I want to break it down for you again, house versus condo, because there's quite a distinction here that you're going to want to pay attention to. So again, back to the numbers, houses last year were selling at an average of $311,000. And this year, as of October, we're sitting at $323,000. So for houses, the market is up by about 4%. That's great news. Now, what happens if you own a condo? Not so great. Last year at this time, condos were at around $260,000 on average. Unfortunately, this year we're looking at an average price right now at about $239,000. So what does that mean? Well, condos are down value-wise on average by about 8%. So if you own a condo, unfortunately, it's a little bit of bad news for you. They're taking a little bit longer to sell, and the value is down. But still, there's a great value if you're a buyer to get a good deal. So we're paying attention closely to that, and I'll certainly report as we move forward. A lot of other people would like to know if they put their home on the market or they're a buyer going to put an offer on a home, what are the chances that they're going to have to pay more than the list price, above list? What are the chances they're going to get the home at list? Or what are the chances they're going to be able to get the property below list? Same as a buyer. What are the chances you can sell it for more or sell it for less or right at list? So the chances of when you put your home on the market for sale as a seller or as a buyer looking to make an offer, you're going to pay 14% of the time, you're going to pay above the list price. Now, at the list price, you're going to pay about 7% of the time. So that's a seller puts their home on the market, and 7% of the time they're getting right at their number. What about below list? So buyers are going to love to hear this number. 79% of the time, homes are selling for less than the asking price. So sellers, perk your ears up. That means you want to have great marketing, you want to have a great realtor, awesome exposure, and you want to make sure that you come out of the gate fully prepared to take advantage of the market. You don't want to be trying to catch up later on, hoping that the market is going to be rewarding you after price reduction and days on market is stretching out. You want to hit that number right out of the gate, right on the money with great marketing, and try to be one of those homes that sells at or above list. So that's what's happening for that category. What I'd like to share with you, the last thing here, is the absorption rate. What is the absorption rate? The absorption rate tells us what type of market we're in. Are we in a buyer's market? Are we in a seller's market? Are we in a balanced market? Who's winning the game here? So what I want to share with you are breaking it down again, house versus condo, because we're in a distinction here between those two categories. So we're going to try to share those numbers with you so you understand what's happening in each category. So let's start with houses. So houses right now, the active listings, that's the number of properties available for sale, is sitting at 2,492 properties. So again, if no new homes hit the market, how long would it take to clear out all that inventory right down to zero if we're selling, again, this month in October, we sold 800 houses. How long would it take to clear out that 2,492 homes? It would take about 3 months to clear out all those homes for sale. Now, what does that tell us? Well, if we are in a seller's market, that means we're going to be able to clear out our inventory in less than 3 months. If we're in a balanced market, it means we'll clear out our inventory between 3 to 5 months. And if we're in a buyer's market, it's going to take longer than 5 months to clear out that inventory. So with houses taking 3 months to clear out the inventory, we're just right on the cusp of being between a seller's market and a balanced market. So I would say right now for houses, we're in a balanced market. We're actually just a little bit shy over that 3 months, about 3.1 months. So that puts us into a balanced market. Now for condos, it's a bit of a different story. Again, if you're a condo owner, you want to perk up here because condos, there's 781 condos for sale right now. That's quite a bit of inventory. And there's 141 units that sold in the month of October. So if no new units hit the market, how long would it take to clear out that 781 units at 141 a month? It would take 5.5 months to clear out all those condos. So what does that tell us? Again, if it takes more than 5 months to clear out inventory, that puts us in what? You guessed it, puts us into a buyer's market. So who's winning when it comes to condos? Typically the buyers are winning because there's lots of selection. It's taking a while to clear out that inventory, 43 days to sell, and so we're leaning into a buyer's market. Again, buyer's balance or seller's market, you always want to be smart. Get a good realtor on either side of the transaction. If you're a seller, get one that's going to negotiate hard for you, do the proper marketing, make sure it's all staged and runs pretty well. And then as a buyer's agent, if you're out shopping for homes, get someone who's a real strong negotiator who understands the marketplace, that can guide you and help you in making sure you get a great, fantastic deal in your purchase. So I hope this information has been helpful. Hey, I'm Frank Versace. If you are looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, we would love to earn your business and also earn your referrals business. Give us a call. We would want to help you. Any of myself or our agents here in the office would love to assist, and hope this information has been helpful. Take care, stay positive, and make it a great day.